Welcome back. Tun Mahathir Mohamed, the former Prime Minister of Malaysia, is our guest this morning. Why do you think Datuk Sri Anwar Ibrahim is not fit to become Prime Minister?
No, I'm not against him, but he wants me to resign before I finish my work. I will step down. I told him I will step down. In fact, I told him, just give me 6 months because I have got work to do. You see, all my work that is meant to develop this country, solve many problems, political, educational and all that, are now thrown out because I'm no longer the Prime Minister.
Can I come back to that question? So you do support the fact that if Anwar becomes Prime Minister, you do support that he deserves to become Prime Minister?
Yeah, he will become Prime Minister, but there is one thing that you have to accept, that he gets majority support. I cannot determine. I cannot just say you become Prime Minister. You have to get the support of the majority of members of Parliament.
If not Anwar, who should carry the torch if you're no longer around?
Parliament can determine. There are many people that want to be Prime Minister. I don't want to name them. A lot of people have got ambition to become Prime Minister.
Do you think who is most promising?
If I tell you that, then I will be naming names.
Well, in your mind, surely you must have a candidate that you think is deserving of leading this country.
Two people who are very interested in becoming Prime Minister.
I think a lot of people are interested in becoming PM, but who in your eyes is most capable to take this on?
No, I cannot say that because when I say, it becomes a controversy.
So you obviously must have a controversial name in mind?
No, I think the people can make their own decision. At this moment, only Parliament can decide. Parliament, even if the Agong appoints a Prime Minister, he goes to Parliament and the Parliament rejects him, he will not be the Prime Minister because he cannot form a government if you don't have the majority. Every time you want to pass a law, it will be rejected by the majority. There can be no government that is a minority. You must have minority plus before you can function.
Why, in your mind, is Shafee Apdal potentially a better Prime Minister than Anwar?
Well, this is the feeling of Guan Eng, of DAP. Anwar doesn't want me to be there at all. But if I'm not there, the Malays will not support Pakatan Harapan. And he will not be able to continue as Prime Minister.
And why would the Malays not support Anwar?
Well, they don't think he is pro-Malay.
And that's because that's the messaging that they are constantly being brainwashed by politicians like yourself and UMNO.
No, because he brainwashed a lot of people. He was from UMNO before, but he had to leave UMNO. And then he formed multiracial party because he couldn't get Malay support. When he couldn't get Malay support, he thought he could get Chinese and Indian support by forming a multiracial party. And then he started saying that Malays are racist, that UMNO is racist. And this, of course, didn't make him popular with the Malays.
The sentiment is that if Anwar becomes PM, the path for your son Mukhris is less clear. Whereas if Shafee is PM, there's a better chance that your son will become DPM and have a shot of becoming PM one day. What's your response to that?
During the time when I was Prime Minister, I didn't even allow my children to join UMNO even. They had to fight their own fight. Only after I stepped down, they able to join UMNO and take part in politics. I don't support my children. There is no nepotism. I'm against nepotism, even if it means sacrificing my own children.
In the next GE, you will have to work with a major party. Petron has to work with a major party. Who is most promising?
I will tell you, is very concerned about bribery and corruption. Today, whole governments can be bought. And who with money and bad intention can buy a government and govern this country. Just imagine a government of this country which is corrupt. And what will they do? They will be even more corrupt when they have power. This is what Pejuang is all about. We will not be able to form the government. We know we are a small party, but we want to fight to eradicate corruption. Is that bad?
It's not bad, but you will have to work with a major party to be part of a major coalition in order to make the changes that you wish to see.
The major party also will have to work with us in order to form the government. Because in an election, it is most likely that neither the left nor the right, neither Pakatan Nasional nor Pakatan Harapan will get a clear majority.
So if let's say UMNO comes into power and your condition would be the leaders, whoever is facing court charges will have to step down first before you agree to work with them?
Yes, they must. I will not work with people who are charged in court for crimes, whether they have been found guilty or not. These people know they are guilty. It will be a sad day when the whole world knows people have stolen money and the court says no, they have not stolen. It will be a sad day for our judiciary.
You've been added into the Counter-Extremism Project's list of top 20 most dangerous extremists around the world. In particular, I just want to highlight your comment claiming that Muslims have a right to be angry and kill millions of French people for massacres of the past. CEP considers your words are very meaningful because they carry weight as you are a respected leader in the Muslim world.
It says there, an eye for an eye. If you kill a person, then you should be killed. That is the law in Islam. I'm just stating the law. And yet Muslims did not follow their own law. They were very accommodating. They practically make peace with France.
Yeah, but that's the past. We're talking about the current future and your current comments. Why do you think that comment is warranted, killing French people? I mean, you're a trained doctor.
The law is still the law even now. If we don't apply the law, it is our decision. For the Muslim, it is a Sharia law. They say, I have criticized the West. I have condemned them for supporting the Jews, even when the Jews committed wrong thing. And because of that, the West doesn't like me. Nobody else says that. But I say that even in the United Nations, I said that. I said, you are not fair. They're trying to find something to label me. And they label me as a terrorist. And they do. People like Blair, people like Bush declared war on Iraq. Today, what happens to Iraq? You see, they are the terrorists, not me. I didn't kill a single person.
When I look back at your record as Prime Minister 2 times, I think you were outstanding in many regards. I think at one point, Malaysians are just proud to be Malaysians. But at the same time, there was a lot of damage under your watch. Corruption was tolerated. Proton and Malaysia Airlines were a mess. And ultimately not settling old scores with Anwar. I think many people feel let down by you, and me included. What do you hope would be your legacy?
Yes, there is corruption, but not to the point where the Prime Minister is corrupt. Prime Minister stole money. Everybody knows. The Prime Minister stole billions of... Did I steal money?
Did you steal money?
I didn't steal 1 cent. You know, I give back my money. When I became Prime Minister, I insisted that the cabinet cuts their salary by 10%. You see, I give back my money.
What do you hope will be your legacy?
I don't care about my legacy. I don't care. I'm quite sure when I'm dead and gone, people will run me down and all that. It's not important. I'll be dead anyway. What legacy?
Well, it's really an honor speaking with you. Thank you so much, and please stay well and healthy. That was Tun Dr. Mahathir Mohamed, former Prime Minister of Malaysia. I'm Noel Lim on BFM 89.9.
Usaha itu. Ini yang kita tak buat saja. Kita membangkit usaha dari perasaan orang curiga. Jadi mereka ada skill bahasa itu gunakan usaha itu untuk nak menjatuhkan saya. Sayang daripada itu ialah Mahathir sendiri. dia buat satu surat kepada saya, apa nama Menteri Dalam Negeri. Jadi dia lah ditindakan atas Mahathir. Tapi tak naklah buat apa-apa, cumanya pecat dia daripada UMNO saja. Kalau dia sendiri, itu dia buat macam sekarang ni. Dia dalam penjara. Dia tidak, cumanya pecat daripada UMNO saja. Jadi, bukanlah kita buat macam dia buat sekarang ni, masuk tahan ni, tahan newspaper, tak ada kehendak lagi buat. Yang tak ada, kita ada kuasa cukup. Jadi dia tu sebutkan, kalau dia tak buat itu, rusuhan sebagai 13 hari bulan tu akan berbangkit lagi. Mati tak berbangkit, betul-betul tak bangkit. Dan kalau bangkit kita kuasa cukup boleh tahan. Tak apalah kita nak buat apa-apa lain. Macam dia buat pada hari ini, sangatlah melanggar daripada lembaga negeri kita ini. Jadi Melayu sekarang sudah jadi police state. Nak tangkap sama, tangkap suka hati saja. Internal Security Act ini untuk nak melawan dengan komunis. Jadi banyak orang Melayu turunan Indonesia itu masuk belah Sukarno, pergi duduk, pergi mengedarkan berbagai-bagai cerita nak suruh Melayu masuk belah Sukarno. Dan kita nak kena lawan dengan Sukarno sendiri yang nak mengenang kita. Dalam tu datang pula apa nama tuntutan Filipin atas Sabah. Ini pun banyak hantu-hantu dia dalam negeri kita pada waktu ni. Jadi kita nak guna SA melawankan seluruh kita. Seluruh kita. Bukan nak lawan dengan orang-orang yang politik. Bahagian politik memanglah yang bertentang kita, itu maki kita, itu marah kita, setiap satu perkara kita buat itu tak betul kepada dia. Tapi tak boleh kita gunakan apa nama Isa, menangkapkan dia, tutupkan mulut dia. Kalau kita buat begitu, apa makna yang kita ada pembangkang? Tapi inilah tujuan saya, selagi saya ada ayat salawat untuk kembali balik apa nama demokrasi ke negeri kita ini. Karena pemerintahannya sekarang ni yang dia tengok ini bukan pemerintahan demokrasi, bahkan pemerintahan yang sangat zalim yang merosakkan nama kita di luar dan dalam negeri ini.
Sebab itu kalau parti-parti politik yang diwujudkan hanya dikuasai oleh satu bangsa tidak sesuai. Dulu Dato' Onn Jaafar bila UMNO ditubuhkan dia menjadi yang diperkuat. Ataupun Presiden UMNO masa itu, Dato' Onn Jaafar. Dia mencadangkan supaya UMNO itu dianggotai oleh pelbagai kaum. Tapi Tengku Abdul Rahman dan lain-lain tak setuju. Tak setuju dia keluar daripada UMNO. Jadi nampaknya apa yang dikatakan oleh Dato' Onn itu betul. Maknanya untuk masa akan datang ini parti-parti politik yang dianggotai oleh satu kaum saja tidak sesuai. Jadi Dato' Onn sudah nampak suatu masa mesti akan berlaku satu perkauman. Jadi maknanya pandangan wawasan Dato' Onn itu memang betul.